Hi, and welcome to our ship tour of the beautiful Enchanted Princess. We are Jill and Jerry from the Cruising Canucks, and we were fortunate enough to spend 32 days on this beautiful ship.
The Enchanted Princess's maiden voyage was in November of 2021. We have sailed on the Enchanted Princess for a total of 32 days, the last time being in early 2024. The Enchanted Princess is just over 1,000 feet long, and total capacity is 3,660 passengers.
We last sailed on this ship in early 2024. So if you have any questions that you don't get the answers to while watching this video, please comment in the comments and we will hopefully be able to give you the answer to your question.
The Enchanted Princess has a total of 18 decks. The first deck that is open to passengers is deck 4, and that contains the medical clinic. And there are several decks from 5 to 7 that have a lot of the different venues for dining and entertainment, followed by all the way from deck 8 to deck 15 is mostly passenger cabins. And then the top 3 decks are your Lido decks and your topside decks with jogging tracks and other activities. So today we're going to tour through all the ship and show you a little bit of what we learned when we were on board. On the right side of the screen, you're going to find the ship deck plan for the deck that we are on, and be sure to follow the little red maple leaf to see where we are on that deck.
So we're starting this tour on deck 5 at the Lotus Spa. This is forward of the ship, which is a little bit different than a lot of ships we've been on. We were fortunate enough to have a pass to check out the spa and the therapeutic thermal suites for a day. It's a beautifully designed, very pretty looking spa. Our one only complaint is because of the location and where it is on the ship, there's no exterior windows. So if you're spending the whole day on the beautiful heated chairs that they have or relaxing in the pool, you're totally enclosed the whole time.
There are large change rooms, showers, as well as a nice big hot tub, surrounded by steam rooms and heated loungers.
When you come out of the spa, you are directly into where the guest services and shore excursion desks are on either side of this little area here.
Well, a lot of people are able to book excursions either online before they arrive at the ship or on their app before or during your cruise. Right beside the shore excursion desk is guest services, where we never found a line longer than 3 or 4 people, and there was always lots of people there to help. Right beside guest services is the Catch by Rudy.
This is a specialty dining upcharge. We were fortunate enough to have a dinner in here, and I will say it was a phenomenal meal. We enjoyed everything we had. The service was impeccable.
We have ate at the Catch several times, and each time had a wonderful meal.
Here's an example of some of the food. This is the crab cakes. Here's the surf and turf that I enjoyed that night for dinner. Look at that size of that souffle. It was delicious.
There's also a machine that works like a bank machine that'll tell you the balance of your onboard account with your medallion. And here we find the ship's bell right before we move into the piazza area.
And directly off of this area, we're walking into the piazza. And this is what I would refer to as the heartbeat of any princess ship. We are now at O'Malley's restaurant, which is kind of unique to the Enchanted Princess. It is an Irish style pub. They do serve food here for lunch on sea days and dinner every evening. And the food is very delicious. It is a very small venue. There is live music that performs here, and if you want to be able to get a seat to listen to the live music, we would recommend that you get there early because it took us many tries to be able to get a seat in this venue. Here's a little example of the food we had. This is their beef stew, which was delicious. 7-layer chocolate cake, so good.
Right next to the pub is the less used gelato station. And beyond that is a little gift shop where you can find a few sweets and sundries if you forgot something at home. And next to that little store, there's also an internet cafe.
So this is the main piazza. There's live music going on here throughout your voyage. This is where there will be dance parties. Sometimes on sea days, they will do game shows in there in the piazza. This is always a happening place.
The piazza area stretches from deck 5 all the way up to deck 7, with multiple venues all the way around. There are beautiful spiral staircases, the decor is classy, and it really is the hub of the ship. You often see people in the evening standing along the rails just taking in what's going on here in the piazza.
Here we are at one of the piazza parties late into the evening on a formal night.
Right off the side of the piazza is Good Spirits at Sea, one of their signature bars. They serve regular cocktails for a lot of the day, and at certain times of the day they have the Good Spirits at Sea menu available, where there is a bartender that is mic'd and with a camera and shows you the history and how to make the drinks. Beside Good Spirits at Sea, we see the International Cafe.
All the food you will find at the International Cafe is included in your fare. There's no upcharge for any of these specialty desserts that you see here. They have everything from soup and sandwiches to a variety of food options, and it's a great place if you just want a light meal and not have to go to the buffet.
So Santorini Dining Room is the first dining room we're going to see on this tour, and is located midship. There is plenty of seating here. Some of the tables for two are a little tight together, but there are lots of large tables available as well. You can share a table with someone, or you can ask to be seated just with the people that are in your party.
Santorini Dining Room is one of the 3 main dining rooms that are included in your fare. It is a very conveniently located dining room, in my opinion, because it's right off of the heart of the piazza.
The Amalfi Dining Room is a smaller main dining room that is located on the aft of the ship on deck 6. This dining room was open during lunchtime during our embarkation.
Also on deck 6 is the Capri Dining Room, which is directly above the Santorini Dining Room. So it's just one flight of stairs above. And it's also the 3rd of the included dining room.
Here's a little sampling of what we had for dinner while we were in the main dining room one night. We found the selection on the menu met a variety of tastes. The food, the service were top-notch, and the whole dining experience was wonderful. Meals typically take anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how many courses you choose to have and how many people are in your party at your table. Outside the Capri Dining Room, we have the Future Cruise Center, where you can book that next cruise while you're already on a cruise.
Now we are at the Crooner's Bar, where the piano entertainment is held nightly. We spent many evenings singing along to the beautiful piano music and trying some specialty cocktails like this one right here. This is a very busy venue, so again, we recommend that you come early if you're wanting to get a seat.
Oh baby, you know how it turns me on just to be your man. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Across from Crooner's Bar, you're going to find the sushi restaurant, which is called Ocean Terrace. It overlooks the piazza, so while you're dining, you can still be a part of all the action going on.
Just aft of the Ocean Terrace and the piano bar is a rather large casino. There were times when we did find this casino very smoky, and it was unfortunate because one of the ways to get from the piazza through to the theater is walking through the smoky casino. So just be aware that that is one of the problems with the ship's design, unless you go up a floor and come in from a different direction to the theater.
We are coming towards the Princess Theater. It has traditional movie theater seating. What is very nice about it is there's no poles blocking views of the stage.
and it does fill up fast. So get there early if you're looking at taking a show. We didn't have a chance to film many of the shows on the Enchanted Princess because of copyright restrictions, but there are some of the most fantastic shows we've ever seen at sea.
We're coming out the opposite end of the theater that we walked in here, and off to our right, we're coming up to Churchill's Smoking Lounge. We don't take you in there because it is very smoky.
Besides Churchill's is the Take 5 Jazz Bar. This area is one of the quieter venues on the ship every evening. It's often used for special events during the day.
They often will use this venue during the day for certain events. I went here for the ladies' pamper party on my sailing.
It is also another option to be able to get to the main theater if you don't want to walk through the smoky casino. Aft of Take 5 is the Shops of Princess. If you're looking to browse a little bit of jewelry, there is a photo of the ship's officers that separates the shops and the photo and video gallery. Here you can buy supplies for your cameras, and you can also browse on the computers here to order pictures that you've had taken during your cruise.
Now we're heading right into the art gallery. Now we are on deck 7, and we are mid at the top of the piazza level, and this is the Sabatini restaurant, which is an Italian themed restaurant. It is a specialty dining upcharge. We ate here one night on our voyage and had a wonderful meal. But a little note, there is a lot of food. Make sure you're hungry when you go. That is the seafood appetizer. Here's a little pasta and meatball. And my favorite thing on the menu was the seafood linguine. That was delicious.
Right beside Sabatini's, you will find Bellini's, which is a bar up here on deck 7 that overlooks the piazza. And just forward of Bellini's, you move into an area of gift shops. One shop that has predominantly princess gear, clothing, souvenirs, hats. All your princess logo gear can be found at that shop.
What I like about this area, you have shops on either side of this walkway with some nice seating for your husband to sit and have a little moment to rest while you're checking out all the great deals on board, ladies.
Up here in deck 7, it also comes to the forward part of the ship, is the top level of the Princess Theater. You do have to navigate some stairs from this landing to go on down into the theater and find a seat. Moving aft on the starboard side is the Captain's Circle, which is the loyalty program for Princess. There are hours there where someone is available to answer your questions. Aft of the Captain's Circle area is another gift shop specializing in perfume. And then moving back out towards the piazza on the starboard side, we have Gigi's Pizzeria.
Gigi's Pizzeria is an upcharge casual dining venue. If you do not have the Princess Plus package or Premier package, you will have to pay a la carte. But depending on what sort of package you have, it may be included for a number of times or unlimited times. The food here was always delicious and large servings.
Moving aft of Gigi's, we head down the only walkway that extends from one end of the ship to the other from the piazza. We come to an area that sells medallion wear. This is where you can find bracelets, necklaces, and other accessories for your princess medallion.
We're in the Princess Live Theater where you will find karaoke, game shows, a variety of activities in the evening and throughout the day. Heading to the aft of the ship, we're coming across another great venue. This is where you will find the Crown Grill.
Beside this bar is the Princess Grill Steakhouse. We have eaten here several times and we love the food here. For those that aren't steak eaters like myself, there are options on the menu for you to choose that isn't just red meat. As with the other specialty dining options on board that are upcharges, we always have a wonderful meal here. It's a good opportunity to spoil yourself and get something a little bit elevated from what's available in the main dining room. Beside the Crown Grill bar, there's a small area where entertainment staff set up. There's a piano here, but most nights you would find a guitar player, violin players, all kinds of different entertainers that play throughout the night. We would spend a lot of time here taking in some of the great music and got to know several of the musicians.
Stand for your love, I give my last breath from this moment. Oh, I give my hand to you without my heart.
The Vista Lounge is at the aft of deck 7. It's a very large venue with a nice bar service there. We would go there each night as part of the elite and platinum cocktail hour. Also, this venue is used for things like the comedian shows, the Love and Marriage show, which is a very popular venue. So if you want to watch that, make sure you get there early for that show. But a very nice, large lounge. So off to the side at the aft of deck 7, there are some doors that go outside to the deck. This is what we refer to as our secret place because it is a lovely spot to get a nice deck chair and enjoy the sea views. It's a quiet spot. Not a lot of people know about this place in the beginning of the cruise. It becomes more popular as people explore the ship. But we found that we were always able to get a little corner to hang out and just enjoy some quiet time to read a book and watch the beauty sail by us.
Located on deck 14 in the middle of all the passenger cabins, we have a chapel and also a special area, concierge lounge for suite guests. We weren't able to get into either room, but they are rather small venues. So if you're having a large wedding, you likely won't be able to have it here at the chapel. Moving up to deck 16 at the aft of the ship, we have the infinity pool. Here you can enjoy a nice swim and stare off the aft of the ship. It provides some beautiful views whether you're at port or it's a sea day. And there's a little bit of shelter from the sun back there depending on which way the ship is pointed. And there's also the sea view bar to enjoy a drink. Off to the side there is more seating available, and we'd often come back here for sail away to enjoy the views. The Horizon Bistro, also known as the World Fresh Marketplace.
There are hand washing stations as you go in, no matter what entrance you enter, where there is food served throughout the day from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late night snacks. There's a very nice variety we found on this buffet.
I would argue that the buffets on Princess ships are some of the best at sea. We always found lots of different options for whatever your tastes are, and the food options every day rotate. There are some favorites that return, but you always find something new every day. And then you go into the pastry shop, located in the center of the buffet, where you can find all those sweets. There's also a juice area available in the pastry shop to get those specialized juice drinks that you might have on your package. So coming out on the Lido deck by the main pool, there is a bar immediately. There are some life jackets available if you have some young children that you feel need that for the pool.
With lots of lounge chairs that all face towards a great big giant screen where you can watch concerts throughout the day. In the night, Princess does it up very well where they put cushions on the chairs, they make popcorn, they give blankets so you can watch movie under the stars. On this pool deck, you will find the Salty Dog, which is Princess' version of a burger joint. They offer a variety of different burgers along with Mrs. Canucks' favorite chicken fingers at sea. You have to give them a try.
Beside the Salty Dog grill and aft of the second pool is the mixed cocktail bar. So if you are doing movies under the stars or enjoying a drink by the pool, you can have a waiter from this bar come take your order, or you can sneak on down and get one yourself. Alfredo Slice is located next to the mixed bar,
which has a different pizza as a daily special plus traditional pizzas every day. Here we are at the retreat pool and bar area. This is an adults only pool. The chairs right directly next to the pool are very popular and get taken quickly in the morning. There is ample seating in this area, but you may just have to walk up one deck of stairs to overlook this pool area.
Midship here on deck 17, there are several hot tubs that overlook the main pool. This area also has a great view of the big screen where they do the movies under the stars. Moving along the side of the ship, you see there are plenty of loungers up here. If you're looking for lots of sun, this is the spot for you, but there isn't a lot of shade along this area of the ship.
At the aft of the ship is where you will find the fitness center. There is a variety of different workout equipment depending on what your preference is. Beside the workout area, you will come up to the kids clubs that Princess offer. They have 3 different clubs, and depending on the age of your child, depends on what club they belong to. On the aft of deck 17, you will find some more chairs that overlook the aft of the ship. There is some covered seating back here. It is also a smoking area.
We are now on deck 18, overlooking the retreat pool. There is a hot tub on either side of the ship up here. This is also the area that leads into the sanctuary. The sanctuary is a venue that's available for you to pay to access. You can rent one of these loungers for either a day or a half day, or you can rent one of these cabanas. And these cabanas come with a TV, full bar service, loungers, and easy access to the hot tub that's in this area. If you're going to choose a morning or afternoon at the sanctuary, we would recommend the afternoon because they do a specialty afternoon tea that is served to everybody in the sanctuary, and it's well worth it. Located up on deck 19 is this small little area with some AstroTurf with some holes in it. So this is known as the golf green area. Also located on this deck is the sports complex of basketball courts, where you can come up and get a little bit of exercise, and that includes the walking track that travels all the way around this part of the ship. If you're not into walking too much, you can still come up here, stay off to the side, lean over the rail, and get one of the best views off the entire ship. We hope you enjoyed this tour of the Enchanted Princess. We would definitely sail on this ship again.
We hope we were able to give you a little insight of all the things that the beautiful Enchanted Princess offers. If you have any questions, please comment below and we will answer to the best of our ability.
And if you're booked on an Enchanted Princess cruise, have a wonderful cruise, and we're sure you'll have a great time.